And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are working on bots and trains. Speaking of bots, I let the game run for a considerable amount of time to try to calm down the base a bit. As you can see, production has slowed. So the first thing that needed to happen was all of the research needed to get backed up, complete that backed up circuits, or the inserters, which didn't need circuits, so the circuits could get backed up. After the circuits backed up, then the iron and the copper and the solder, all of that could back up, finally putting all of the bots into the logistics system. And I have this little setup right here, kind of all over, all in the core, all the core logistics ports have that, so it was pulling out the bots, and finally they got them brought back here to be converted, and we have bots. We have a lot of bots. So let me grab the bots and put them back in the system. So I don't think there are any more level 1 bots left in the system, which is what I was going for. And we have a few left. Let me put all but one stack in. I have plans for that one. Alright, so the next level, the next order of business. Let me just take that away. I don't need this anymore. Don't need that anymore. Put that in there. The next order of business is trying to get some more ores up here to smelt. Now, the other area... Oh, we have another train coming through. I'll quiet the audio when it goes through. I don't want to cut away. I don't like cutting away. So you can see lead is really the slow point right now. And it's not necessarily because of mining, because we're mining a good amount. It's really, I could increase production. I could do a whole bank. But Bob allows a slightly different way of getting lead. So let's go down here, because we have some Galena right here we can mine too. Let's look at, and I researched a little bit. I didn't want to research too much because I was trying to fill the researches, but I did research the lead, which opened up this advanced lead processing with silver ore. Now, it gives for 7 lead oxide, and you get a lead oxide for 1 galena, so that's a 1-to-1 ratio. But for 7 lead ore, you essentially get 8.5 lead plates, which is fantastic. Although it's a 25-second craft. So lead plates alone are 3.5 seconds. So to get 8, let's see, 8 times 3.5, that's 18 plus, that's 19. So it is a little slower. It uses carbon, and it also uses nickel plate, and that is something that I need to use because we have so much nickel that I need to do something with it. So let us set this lead up, and this takes what looks like electric, something like a reddish electric furnace. Maybe I won't be able to set this up right now. Where would that be? Alloy processing? I think so. One of the cool things here, let us watch. When I research this, watch how the base, the bots will just go crazy. So let's research alloy processing. I think that's what I need. So let's research alloy processing and watch the magic. Starts out slow, but it will build. And the whole base just comes to life. As the circuits are used, circuits are going to be grabbed. The whole system is going to kind of wake up. Pretty amazing. How many bots do we have? 2,300 bots. Oh, it's done already. Oh, I needed to do a longer research, I guess. Let's hammer out some gem processing. How about? Or maybe, well, let's try new automation. Now, that was a quick research. It got over and done pretty fast. So alloy processing, it's kind of a reddish tint. I kind of want to build one to see if that is a proper... It's not an electric furnace, I don't think. Let me build one of these and see what recipes I have available. So I can't use it for this. Interesting. Ooh, there we go. That's the one I want. Right there. Chemical processing. Uses steel, brick, and circuits. All of those I have. Let's research that one. And let me grab some steel. And let's see, I want some iron as well. And let's grab some circuits. Alright, chemical processing. So now we should have the ability... Chemical electric furnace. Can't quite see if that is a... Yeah, it's the reddish one. Alright, so this one is... It has a crafting speed of 2. So that's actually half. So that's going to be 12.5 seconds. Which is fantastic. So let's see if I can make a few of those. I think it was electric chemical furnace. Okay, I see. Electric chemical furnace. I only have 2 more of those. What am I missing? Bricks, probably. Bricks are down here. There we go. So that's 6. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let's get going here. So I just want these, let's put them in a group of 5. And then 3 apart. Take that out. My power is pretty redundant at this point. So these are all going to be advanced lead processing. And the ingredients, lead oxide, carbon, and nickel plate. So I want 3 inputs on all of these. So let's do nickel plate. Is it metals? Silver, nickel plate. And carbon is what ratio? 3. That's a lot of carbon. I actually had to double up my carbon if you want to see. I added a whole new row down here, and because stuff was being made so fast and used so fast that I really needed a lot of carbon. So let's bring it up to like 200 carbon. Now we're using some bots. And this is going to be lead oxide, which we need to make. So this is 7 lead oxide. So there it is. I want 400 of those. Okay, so lead oxide, I believe, was a chemical plant. Yep, chemical plant needs galena and oxygen. Oxygen is easy enough to get. Let's go over to where the lead is just being smelted and eliminate the request for galena. Because we want to process lead in a more efficient way, where we're also going to get another material. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Since we're going to get we're going to get what looks like silver ore out of this. So let's do something. What is the crafting speed on this? This produces what looks like oxygen with something else. I'm not sure what that material is, but we can put it in a tank, save it for later. So chemical plants, I actually can make 5 of the top tier or the next tier chemical plant, which is a lot of steel, it looks like. And these have a crafting speed of 2. So a pretty good boost. So I want to put these in a semi-expandable fashion, like that, and lead oxide. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Obviously going to have oxygen attached to it. So if I want to keep some around, I can make a tank and pop it like right here. I'm not sure what it is or what it's used for, but it's probably important. So this is 2 seconds for 1.5 oxygen. We're going to need to make a lot of oxygen. So I think that is a compressor and water electrolysis. Okay. Well, we need oxygen. We need a compressor, not water. Okay, so we need glass for that. I've got a little area of glass down here. Let's build 5 of these. Not sure how many we're going to need, but with a 2 second using a 1.5, I'm not sure if we're going to need more. Let's give ourselves a little bit more space. Oh, that was really slow. Okay, that was... Chemical plants are somewhere in here. Chemical plant. Give ourselves a little bit more space. Set the recipe back to lead oxide. And we'll worry about piping that stuff after we get this done, because I want the electrolyzers to be sort of like this. So this is, how do you process compressed air? I know I'm doing it. I'm doing it for, oh, I guess you can't. Compressed air, there's no way to get oxygen from compressed air? Oh, let's see here. What is the air compressor for if not to pull oxygen out? So I guess I could do water electrolysis. I mean, that gives me one oxygen, and the hydrogen we can either store or vent. So air compressors, what did the first one give us? Nitrogen. That's why I'm wondering why I can't do it. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, we're going to have some of that pipe, then we're going to have a bunch of that pipe. So we're going to need a water bore, which is essentially a pump. That's going to go there. We will put the water in. Let's see. And then the hydrogen can come out this way. And then I kind of left myself with very little wiggle room. But, you know, if I have to, if I need to double this up, I'll just repeat the same pattern on the other side. Like that. And we need to give this some water and power. Those will fill up. And let's put a void pump on this side. I'm not sure how fast this will go, if it will empty it out fast enough, but we shall see. These all need power. And Galena is the last bit. So because these pump out, I'm going to need to do a little bit of work. Of course, I only have 4 of those. So again, with the double input, so I'll have an input chest. Oh no, I need one more space. And then an output chest. And I did a bunch of research on inserters, so we have actually fast long-handeds now. Yeah, I was just kind of wanted more inserter options. I know I shouldn't be using these small poles, but oh, yeah, that one's needed right there. Okay, so these need Galena. That's all we need. Not rutile, we need Galena. And that should be that. Let's see what this gives us. Sulfur dioxide. That sounds useful. So let's store a bunch of that. These are filling up. And next episode we'll kick this off and see just how fast that is to produce. That'll be really interesting. So stay tuned for more of the bots and trains. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.